Do you guys really want to know what makes a website rank on Google? It's one word. It's trust. Google's looking for trust on a website and a website domain. And how does it look for that trust? With backlinks. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping contractors and home service business owners understand, navigate the internet, show them how to build up their website, structure them correctly, and get their business found online using things like SEO and things like that. And on this video, I want to talk about what really determines the authority of a website, what makes a website actually really rank on the top of a search results, and especially in very, very competitive markets. It's one word. It's trust. Google's algorithm, Google's search engine is looking for trust on a domain name or a website or a business, whatever you want to call it. That's exactly what it's looking for in order for it to allow it to show up higher and higher on the search results. And the way that Google's algorithm is measuring that trust is by looking for backlinks pointing back to a website to build up that authority. So basically, for those of you guys that don't know what a backlink is, when you go online and you're reading an article about something, there's some links inside these articles that are highlighted. When you click on them, they send you to another website to reference whatever that article is all about. So what Google's looking for on a website is looking for as many links as possible pointing back to another website to build up its authority. For example, bodybuilding.com. That's websites have been around for probably like 20 years now. And I bet you anything there is probably a million backlinks pointing back to that website, referencing diet, referencing exercises, referencing sleep, referencing all kinds of anything to do with fitness. And it's pointing back to an article here, an article there, the website, the homepage, everything like that. So after 20 years of getting these backlinks being pointed to this website, that website's got a lot of authority and it's got a lot of trust in the eyes of Google. And that's just why bodybuilding.com ranks for all kinds of different searches all along online for all types of things with, workouts, exercise, and things like that. So that's how it's measuring the trustworthiness of a website. So the same thing happens with the local businesses, a business website, and things like that. What Google's looking for on a website is a bunch of other websites pointing back to a particular website, basically as a vote of confidence, telling Google that particular website spent the time, energy, and effort to actually create a link that points back to another website. What that tells the algorithm is that the website they're referencing is important. It's useful. It's a like I said, it's a vote of confidence, and this is what Google's looking for when it comes to ranking a website. So when you're in a very, very competitive market, for example, junk removal, carpet cleaning, roofing, and things like that, what Google's looking for is what's going to outrank one website, another business from another, is the number of backlinks getting pointed to a particular website. It's not just the backlinks, too. It is, in my opinion, it's the sheer number of them and the quality of those backlinks. So I was just talking to a local business owner. He is a junk removal business owner and he's ranking very well on Google, but he is noticing that there's a big company out there kind of nipping at his heels and starting to catch up in his rankings online in this particular area. And that company is called justjunk.com. From what I can tell, it's a pretty big company. It's been around for 10, 20 years, something like that. And I took a look at their website and just wanted to see what's happening and why it's basically nipping at his heels, why he's starting to rank online and catch up to his website and his listings and all of that stuff. And what I took a look at was I saw this website and it's got so many pages. It's got so many location pages. You can see it's got dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of location pages and all over Canada from what I'm seeing here. Look at this. Tons and tons of pages all over the place. But what I've noticed is that Google trusts this domain name, this website, so much. It's got so much authority. It's got so many backlinks that Google just cannot ignore the website and the pages that it's trying to rank for. And what I've noticed is that tons and tons of his location pages are ranking, or this business, tons and tons of the service location pages are ranking towards the top of the search results. Basically, in my opinion, is because Google trusts this website so damn much. It's got so many backlinks, so much authority that it's ranking extremely well. So, and I did a couple of searches just to, I wanted to show you guys and prove it to you guys. So, like for example, so I went onto the locations and I took a look at some of them and just randomly picked some. So I picked one of these pages, like junk removal Snooky. And when I've noticed too is they following all the rules of SEO that I talk about on my channel all of the time. I talk about, you can see there's their title tag. Here's their meta description and includes all the words in there. Junk and trash, Suki, whatever the hell the name of that town is, right? So they're at number 1, 2, and 3. See, I did that search, junk removal Suki, and they're number 3. And this page, that was says it has the title tag, the meta description. Here's the H1 title tag. These are H2 title tags. It doesn't even have that much content. But what I'm seeing is that Google has so much trust in this website that it's ranking this page. It's ranking this website and it's ranking this page again because it's got so much trust. Let's take a look at another one. Junk removal Bowmanville. Like I said, I don't even know the name of these towns. But when you do this search too, junk removal Bowmanville, you're going to see they're ranked number 1 right there. Let's take a look at another one. Junk removal Strathmore. All right, I did that search, and there it is. There you got number 1. That page is ranking number 1. Let's do one more here. Junk removal Sherwood Park, wherever the hell this place is at. Let's go on here. You're going to see there's their page number 1 right there. And how do I check the backlinks? How does like I said, the reason Google's ranking all these pages in this website, in my opinion, is because it trusts this website so much because it must have a tremendous amount of backlinks. So there's a free tool out there anybody can use. It's called Ahrefs/free SEO tools. Right? Anybody can do this. It's not super complicated. I'll try to make it simple to understand. And I'm going to go ahead and copy their domain name and pop it in here. And there's a way to check backlinks. It's not going to show you all of them. It's just going to give you an idea, right? So just go down to where it says Backlink Checker, pop in that URL, the domain name, hit start, and you're going to see the number of backlinks, 1.5 thousand backlinks right there. Linking websites, 417. Domain rating. Now, see, all these tools, there's a bunch of tools out there online that have these numbers that these are just made up by these tools because what they're trying to do is trying to basically mimic what they think Google's looking for, which is a domain authority, a number ranking. So this is something that they come up with. A 41 is considered really well. And even a 10, 15 is really, really good, depending on the industry and location. But their rankings are off the chart and they have great backlinks pointing back to this website. So you're going to see there's articles written about, like this one here is an article written about, say it's a different language. I don't even know what that one is. Let's say this article here, how to downsize your home for retirement, top 4 downsizing tips. There's probably the link pointing back about removing their junk, right? And referencing that website, that business in that area. Same with this one, Lazy Boy Home Furnishings. You're getting a link back from something like this, a really strong website. 5 best options for responsibly removing furniture. There you go. They got a link probably somewhere in here. Recycled used furniture. They've referenced places they can go get that done. There's their website, justjunk.com. They also have 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Do you see how they're doing that? So how do you get these backlinks? So there's a bunch of SEO people here online telling people all you have to do is get backlinks like it's some like easy thing to do. It's not. It's not an easy thing to do. You have to get good quality backlinks. And the only way that you can really do that, from my experience now, is to flat out just pay for them. There's no really other way around it. You can go out there and get some like really garbagey backlinks on Fiverr. I'm sure there's some good ones on there, but I'm not going to take a chance with my business, with my website on some garbage backlink. I want to get good ones. And the best way to do that is, like I said, is basically pay for them. There's no other way around it, basically. So what you have to do is you have to go out there. Like I said, the old method of getting a backlink was you go online and look for websites and blogs and places like that where people will allow you to write an article that's useful to their website. that's going to, create something useful. In exchange, they will allow you to place a link for your website pointing back to your website. So you're hoping that that website has traffic, people read that website, read that article you wrote, and all that stuff. But who in the hell has time for that? Nobody does, especially a local business owner. I ain't got time for any of that stuff, right? And a company like justjunk.com, I guarantee you they paid somebody thousands and thousands of dollars to do all their SEO for them. And, because they already know what they're doing and it's going to work for them on the long run. And what you have to do, like I said, you have to get the ball rolling and get things going. It's just like if you were to start a podcast, like say I watch some podcasts that I listen to online, that if you start a podcast, you don't have an audience yet. So what you do is you become a guest on somebody else's podcast, talk about something useful on their podcast. Hopefully they'll come back to yours and you go to another one and then another one and another one. And then you start building your own audience and get things going like that. So that's what you got to do to get things started. So in order to get like a backlink, something like this, I was taking a look at this website right here, Clever Canadian, right? You go through here, and in here, somebody created a top 10 junk removal business or junk removal services in Canada or whatever it might be. And there's a link pointing back to justjunk.com right here. So you have to do the same thing. You have to go out there and start creating links pointing back to your website. And there's a place that I reference on some of my videos that I've used their services before. It's called Authority Builders. They're a little pricey with their services, but in the long run, they are worth it because what they do is exactly what I just described. They go out and do all that work. They go out and write that article. They go out and look for somebody where they will allow an article to be written and allow a link pointing back to your website to get that going. And I'm just gave you some examples. I just popped this up real quick just to show you what it costs to get this service done. And it totally depends on the amount of traffic a website has that's going to cost them. Just like I said, like the podcast. If I go to a podcast that's going to have a much, much bigger audience, it's going to be more difficult for me to schedule with that individual compared to a smaller podcast that's got just a small audience. Is probably trying to get things going as well. He's going to allow me on there at a much easier and schedule me in a lot easier. So let's say like this one here, see they have the domain authority numbers and all that stuff too. They're basically, this is all theoretical stuff, but basically the more it's going to cost you, the stronger that link is going to be. So like this link right here is from a website that's for business entrepreneurs, gambling, marijuana. So you probably don't want that if you were a junk removal business owner. Let's see here. Events, fashion, food, gaming, gambling. Let's see. And you just go through here and look to see which ones would fit your business. But you see the prices on some of these. $389, $389, $319. Let's go to another one here. $280, $280, $210. I don't know what that is. $400, $300, $300, $400. Look at this one. $1,400 for this one. So it totally depends on what it is that you're willing to pay for. And what ends up happening is with time, you have to do all your on page. You got to make sure your website's, dialed in right. And you start paying for these backlinks to come back to your website and start building that authority of your website. And here's another thing that I don't see any other SEOs talking about. All these domain names, all these websites, some of these links right here, I guarantee you, out of these 1,500 leads, out of these 400 websites, whatever it's going, I guarantee you that this business owner, the whoever owns this website and the business, the company, all that stuff, half of those backlinks are 100% natural, organic backlinks. That's something these SEO people don't talk about. They say you got to go get these backlinks and backlinks. I bet you anything, this website, since this company's been around for so long, they've probably done a really good job. They probably mentioned 100% for free organically on other people's websites and other people's blogs, links from Facebook recommending them, all kinds of different things. I bet you tons and tons and tons of the backlinks this website is getting, they're 100% for free because they've built a reputation online. And this is exactly what Google is looking for. They're looking for that natural flow of backlinks pointing to a website that are done organically, that are done naturally, that nobody's manipulating, nobody's doing that. So when you do an SEO for yourself, for your business, for what I've seen, you're going to have to do something to start with, though. Again, to go back to a podcast, you start a podcast, you got to get the ball rolling. You don't just set up a podcast and people come. You have to do some activity. So in my opinion, you have to do the same thing when you build up your best website and your business. You got to get the ball rolling. You got to do this SEO. You got to start getting these links. You got to see everything going. And then after a couple of years of doing this, you're probably going to start getting some natural backlinks completely on their own, and people just linking out to your website naturally without you ever asking for it, and just building momentum and getting this thing going and building up the trust for your business website and your business online. So there you have it. My theory on what it really takes to rank a website online on Google, on the Google search, is, like I said, it's trust. And the only way this machine, this Google, this search algorithm could actually measure trust is with these backlinks, and creating a huge backlink profile, eventually building up an organic profile of backlinks pointing back to your business website. And eventually, like I said, that's exactly what gets you found. And sometimes this is exactly why people get found for their business name instead of their actual service. I actually created a video exactly explaining this. If you should structure your website to get found for your brand name or the service you provide, that link's right here. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Until next time.